So today we're gonna try and get the O2 sensors in. We're gonna fill the car up with coolant and oil. So we're ready for that first start. And we also just got a cool package. So this is a VLS wideband AFR gauge, essentially. So now we can read, obviously, air to fuel ratios, which is what we need. So get all this stuff in today. The gauge isn't actually gonna go in because I don't have the pod for it. The pod is on its way. It'll be here tomorrow, so that'll be in. I think that's it, dude. Also, yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about this, all right? Yeah, dude. Don't worry about that, okay? Right? It is what it is.
All right. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right.
Before we unbox this thing, I just want to give a huge shout out to the Throttle. They actually provided this for me. It was supposed to come in my kit, and of course it didn't. So huge shout out to the Throttle. If you guys don't know, which if you don't know, you're kind of a fool at this point. They're giving away a Honda S2000 plus $20,000 in cash. Every single dollar that you spend on Throttle's website is one entry to win that S2000 and the $20,000 cash. And you're saying, damn, but it's kind of expensive sometimes. Well, guess what, baby? I've got a code for you. Use code GRIFFINV and it can get you up to 15% off of Throttle's website. Please enjoy the rest of this video and go on Throttle's website. The links will be in the description. Get some parts for your car. Freshen up that build a little bit, baby. Make it a little spicy for me. All right. All right, all right. So this is a digital gauge, as you can see right there. So that's really sick. It's a 52 millimeter, so it's gonna fit in the gauge pods that I ordered for this. All right, let's open this thing up. So the wideband O2 sensor comes with this. This isn't like a Miata specific thing. So I'm not sure if the wideband O2 sensor is actually gonna fit. That was like my one worry. But you know, we'll see what happens. So. But hoping for the best, because those wideband O2 sensors are expensive. And if it can be included in the kit, well, damn, I'm taking it. Let's open this thing up and see what is inside. All right, so we've got a few things it looks like. This is the gauge for sure. Oh, damn, that's pretty sick looking, dude. That looks baller as hell. Oh, that's so sick. I actually don't know what this is. Is this our O2 sensor? What is this? Come on out of here. Oh, okay, definitely not. Oh, it is. Okay, sweet. So this obviously plugs into the catalytic, or actually pre-cat, so before the catalytic converter. This is super important on any car that you're modifying, because without a wideband, you can't monitor essentially any air to fuel or really much anything else actually. If you have a modified car, you're definitely gonna wanna get a wideband O2. A lot of cars come with a wideband O2 nowadays, especially if they're turbocharged, but since the Miata was not, it does not come with one of these. So this is really clutch. So before I get excited for this, and this, I don't know what material this is around this, but this feels like snake leather. It feels sick. Also, be very careful with this. You don't wanna bang it on anything. They're relatively sensitive. So let's just see if this fits into here. For sure doesn't. Okay. Well, that's not great. I mean, I'm not surprised, obviously. This is like a universal kit, so I'm assuming there's some stuff to repin it in the box, but I mean, that's just not even close. It's like, ow, what the? I figured, obviously, just wishing on a hope, not a prayer there, but got a bunch of new connectors, it looks like. I don't even know what this is, and these are just straight up, like, wires, which is my specialty, obviously. You know I'm really good at wiring, so this is perfect for me. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I'll be completely honest with you. The gauge is really cool though. That's cool. Might never get to use it, but it's sick. Just kidding. I'll be able to use it. I'm not gonna lie, like the presentation on this is pretty legit. Like the box was like matte black. This is like a nice chrome. It's kind of cool, dude. All right, let's see what we got in here. Dude, the fact that there's, okay, hold on. What is that? This is obviously quite a complete package. They give you pretty much everything you need. I just can't believe it's this complicated to just screw in an O2 sensor and it's just, you know, so anyways, the chances that I'm able to do that today are like 0. Might as well try and read the instructions. All right, I'll look at it. Okay. You kidding me, dude? I don't need this. I never needed this. Who put that chair there? Who put that floor there? Never paid for no floor ever again in my life. No chance. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Well, this is what I like to look at because I know all about these numbers. So that's good for me. I like looking at volts and lambda. So don't worry about it, all right? Okay, I'm starting to think I'm tripping a little bit. So I just went on Fly Miata's website to see if theirs is like more of a direct fit. I think they also include a bung like this just in case your exhaust does not already have a bung on it. So I'm assuming that this O2 sensor that I have in this box right here is, you know, quote unquote universal. Like it just fits in most exhausts. So that's good. So it looks like this is just the process for it. This is just how it goes. Again, totally unaware of how this works because I'm insane, dude. I'm gonna have probably Paul come help me with this wiring again because I like literally will, I will blow the car up. I will figure out how to do that. So I think we're just gonna not do that today. That's the bottom line. All right.
All right, all right, all right.
All right, so we live to see another day here, but we've got some other parts that just came in for the gauge pod. So we have a boost gauge here that is much easier to do, so I'm gonna wire that up. And we've got the actual gauge pod itself that sits on the A-pillar, which I'll show you guys that. I had one originally that came with a kit. Of course, didn't fit, go figure, so bought a new one, just came in today. So we're gonna try and hook that up and then get some oil in the car, get some coolant in the car, and then tomorrow, I'm pretty sure tomorrow is gonna be our first start. I'm missing one O2 sensor, which is like not great, obviously, but I think we can start the car without the O2 sensor. I just wanna see if anything leaks, runs, okay, you know, I don't really know, but let's get this figured out. We'll get into it. All right, so here's the gauge pod that came with the kit. I'm assuming it's extremely old because it's like super warped. It should sit flush to this, but obviously not even close. Like, look at this fitment, it's insanely terrible. So I wouldn't be able to tap anything into this correctly, and it's just, I mean, it's so wonky. It's literally not even close. Like that's, if it was like laying flush on one side, that's how bad it would be. So here's the new one that we just got in. So let's open this up. Usually when I order things for the second time, they usually come in correctly. All right, already looks way different. Okay, so just look at this, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to fit. Here's the old one. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So we can trash this, obviously. The first step, what we're gonna do here, so we have the gauge pod mounted, at least one of them, and you can see it, you know, extends quite a bit from where it actually looks out of the gauge pod. So what we need to do is kind of mount this how we would want it. So pretty much like that. And then we have to cut a hole in the actual A-pillar so all the wires that are gonna be running from the dash into this gauge pod are able to get through the A-pillar, right? So please don't go through my hand. There we go. All better. Next thing we're gonna do takes a little bit more precision. So we're gonna need to get some tape down on this because we need to drill a few holes into this gauge pod in order for it to actually, you know, stick to the A-pillar. Otherwise it's just gonna fall off like that. So we've got these push rivets right here. We've got a 5/32 drill bit that is the exact size as these, a little bit smaller actually, so they should be able to push through pretty well. What we're going for here is just, again, to get this mounted up, and then that'll be good. Let's make sure all my holes are lined up. That one's good. That one right here is good. This one's good, and then we got one on the bottom here. That's good right through, and then right through again. All right, sick. All right, so now that that's all done, it's time to help this thing out with some light, because at night this thing is not gonna light up if you do not have a light connected to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the dimmer, which is right here. I'll show it to you guys in a second. We're gonna pop that out, and we're gonna use those vampire clips to essentially add a new T to those wires so we can also access some light through that dimmer. I don't know all the specifics of it, but it's relatively simple. So we're gonna pop this out and get started, baby. Let's just have a day. God damn, I need to start working out again. Here's the dimmer I'm talking about. So apparently, somehow I'm supposed to get under this and just gonna push that out. Okay. There we go. Oh my God, I'm stuck. Oh my God. So there's some wires right here. There's a white wire with a red stripe, and there's a black and red wire. Those are the two ones we're gonna be putting those vampire clips on. I'll show you what those look like in a second. All right, so these are the vampire clips. So basically that little thing right there in the middle, you put the wire in there and you clamp it down, and this turns into a male connector to something up there that I've got. And so we're just gonna essentially clamp these wires down. We're gonna take this one right here somehow. Wow, this is gonna be really fucking tight. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, they're both in there, I think. All right, so here's what we're rocking with. So we've got this very long wire, right? This is gonna go up through the dash and down, and then it's gonna connect to the things we just tapped into the wires. So these are another, you know, it's a female connector. Actually, no, this is a male connector. And what we do is we just spade these on, we heat shrink them with this thing with a lighter, and then we can connect those two. So what I'm gonna do is run this down and see what happens. What a joke. Oh, 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 God, my hand's stuck. Oh, I got it. Oh my God, I got it. There's a bee. I hope it stings me and I die at this point. Oh my God. All right, so this might be a bit hard to see, but I got one male connector on kind of as a test. So I heat shrunk this, but what I did was I'm a little confused because this wire has like nothing coming out the top. So I'm confused on, it just gets stuck. Like it goes right there and then it gets stuck. So what I did is cut like literally such a small amount of wire off. So there's some exposed wire, or I should say cut some of the plastic off so there's exposed wire. So I'm gonna do that with just this one as a precaution. I think I did it right. I mean, I can't imagine I messed it up. I can't imagine it's gonna be a bad thing to have a little bit more wire exposed. I don't think it's gonna do anything. We're literally just gonna cut this much off the top. I mean, barely anything. Is that good? There we go. All right, perfect example. So there's a little bit of wire exposed, so just in case you didn't go over it and it needs to go in that hole a little deeper, that's what I've done. So we're gonna just toss this in. We're just learning slowly how to do this. So this is what I'm doing. Oh, it looks pretty good. So that was pretty sketchy, obviously. It's like black now, but just wanted to be cautious and safe. So there we go. Both these are in. We'll let this one cool down so it hardens up just like this one. This one's not going anywhere, obviously. It's really, really hard. Wait for this one to do the same, wipe this off a little bit. And yeah, I think we're able to plug this in and throw this back in and then get on to the next step. So there's a T right here, right? It's a brass T. This comes from the manifold, this right here, this line. The back of this T, this part of the T up here, goes to the ECU. Then there's this, right? There's this line that's open for the boost gauge. The boost gauge also has a T. What the fuck goes on this side? I don't know, dude. I cannot figure it out. So that's what I'm doing right now. Hopefully this video isn't too boring for you guys. I know it's kind of a lot of technical stuff and that's generally not what I do, but this is just honestly what I've been doing. And I'm trying to be a little more transparent, I guess, or at least like, you know, not as super hype all the time, because honestly, this is pretty much where I'm at most of the day, is just like trying to figure this out. But let's move on to the next step. I'm stoked. We're gonna get oil and coolant in this thing next, and we're good. Oh. All right, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hey, I ran out of storage on my phone. Let's go. All right, so tomorrow, Ryan is coming over. We've got a bunch of, actually, we have barely anything to do. The first start is tomorrow. I'm calling it, dude. I'm calling it. The first start is tomorrow. We've got to finish the boost gauge, which is already done. It's just a matter of figuring out the T's that I had a problem with, which I don't know if that's saved or not because my phone was being weird, but there's something weird going on with it. Not a big deal. All good, dude. Boost gauge, air to fuel ratio gauge, coolant, O2 sensor. Easy, dude. So first start tomorrow. I will let you guys know how it goes. Obviously, you guys will see that. So, boys, damn man, I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. You like that? Great. Thanks. All right. Bye.